Hello and welcome. Today we go from the bottom to the top. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 133 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First up, it's a game against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Premier League Matchday 20. And then we travel to Edgley Park. Stockport County are our opponents in the FA Cup third round. And before we do a bit of a roundup on what's what, don't forget, if you do enjoy today's video, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the series, let me know what you'd like to see more of when FM26, if FM26 ever does arrive on our shores. We're getting ever closer to it, and who knows. Right, we have played a couple of games since you were last with us. Just a recap of where we are and what's been going on. Let's have a quick look at this. We last time out played Blackburn, lost a goal to nil. On that occasion, Chris Richards, after 51 minutes, continuing our poor run of form. We then welcomed Brentford, and they took the lead through Maduki after 25 minutes. Gorka getting the reply on 81. A 1-1 draw, and the things, I will say, improved slightly. We changed formation. We're trying to play with the formation at the minute to try and get the right formation. And, we then went to Elland Road to play Leeds, but we did go a goal behind after 11 minutes. It was Jorginho Rutter that opened the scoring for Leeds on 11 minutes. Ball through, and he was at the back post. It was a short-lived lead, 3 minutes in fact. Twine with a free kick. Emery crossing it in. Olsen putting it away. Just as we looked as if we were going to go in at half-time level, this happened. Ball crossed in. Fedorchenko fumbled it. Sinestra putting it away. 4 minutes after half-time, Lawrence out wide, crosses this ball in, and Twine is well placed to put it away. And just 6 minutes later, we were to secure the first win for a while. Twine again in the mix. Putting it away was Phil Seeger, who doesn't score many goals, but when he does, they are good uns. And, we had the benefit of this. 14 shots, 9 on target, 3.03. Probably should have won by more, really. 41% of the possession, though. Leeds having 13 shots, 4 of which were on target, 2.19, and 59% of the possession. All in all, it wasn't a bad day's work. And to be fair, we went to Elland Road and beat Leeds, which isn't a mean feat in itself. Scott Twine coming on 80... he come off on 87 minutes. But Scott Twine, player of the match, 6 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance, 1 assist and a goal, a 9.4 for him. I'd like to see more of him doing that. But it was a good day also for Henry Lawrence, James DeBeo, Charlie Olsen, and Phil Seeger, for once, getting a goal, which obviously goes a long way. A couple of their players not doing too badly either. But all in all, it was a good win. Question is, could we sustain that? Next up was Newcastle. Well, we held off the onslaught for 65 minutes. A poor throw-in saw Twine give the ball away, and Saminiago putting it beyond Fedorchenko. But thankfully, we weren't done. Batty, who'd come on as substitute, as well as Russell Denny. Whoever played it back to Russell Denny. Russell Denny getting it through the crowd to make it 1-1. And 1-1 was the final score, albeit we did have to manage a barrage from Newcastle. 21 shots, 11 of which were on target. They only had 47% of the possession, but they did have 3.71 on the XG. Probably should have scored more goals had it not been for Fredashenko, who got an 8. Still didn't get player of the match. Samaniego did. He had 2 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance and a goal, an 8.3 from him. But Fedorchenko saving our blushes and probably a hammering besides. But a good, I think I've just mentioned recently that we haven't had players doing it off of the bench. But on this occasion, Reece Russell-Denny definitely stepping up the mark. As did Jesse Derry, albeit didn't show on here, and Daniel Batty contributing to that reply from Reece Russell-Denny. And I guess it's another draw. 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.52. We weren't committed. 53% of the possession. How does that leave us in the Premier League? Well, it leaves us in 11th place, 21 points. Am I looking at the right one here? No, 22 points. Looking at the wrong one. 19 games played, 5 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses. Those 7 draws may come into play towards the end of the season if we are to survive here in the Premier League. 22 goals for, 33 against, a minus 11 goal difference. 22 points picked up so far. That's averaging a goal a game. We could do with scoring more than that, of course. But we are in 11th and we are some 6 points clear of Leicester in 18th place, down there in the relegation zone, and at the top of the table. Arsenal on 47, 4 points clear of Chelsea in second on 43, Aston Villa third on 40, Manchester United taking up the Champions League places on 39 points. Then come Manchester City on 36, Liverpool and Newcastle on 34, and a 6-point gap to Brighton outside of the European places on 28 points. Leicester, Brentford and West Ham in that drop zone at the moment, 16, 15 and 12 points specifically. Right, which brings us to today's episode. First up, it's Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when we played them earlier in the season. First game in the Premier League, it was a 2-2 draw on that occasion. O'Grady Mackin from the penalty spot on 44, equalising a Wahi goal on 41. It was Wahi again on 50, giving Tottenham a 2-1 lead, but Stefan Adamson getting the equaliser and an opening season draw on 86 minutes. Let's hope we can go one better and beat them today, albeit it is at their place, which isn't the best. They're currently 10th in the table. Let's just have a look. Let's see their stats. They're just above us, actually, aren't they? 19, 5 wins, only won 5 games, same as us. They've drawn 8 and lost 6. They've just above us by 1 point by virtue that they've drawn 1 more game than us and lost 1 less than us. So maybe they're there for the picking. Let's go and find out. And here is the side that will face Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Match day 20 in the Premier League. The first game of the second half of the season. Fedorchenko is in goal. Joe, G and DeBeo are defensive line. Pedersen and whoever are the wing backs, with Russell Denny and O'Grady Mackin sat between them, playing slightly different formation. This is the formation that got the better of Leeds. Twine and Goke are the wide players sat behind Phil Seager, who is a target forward today. Those 3 players on a roam from position instruction. We'll see how that works. On the bench today, it's Winterbottom, Olsen, Patterson, Wakachu, Lawrence, Derry, Batty, Tanner and Adamson. And here we are at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They've lost 3 of their last 5, won the other 2, playing a very similar formation to us, except they aren't playing wide players up front. Kalavevsky in the squad today, but also very defensive. Tottenham, as we said, 10th on 23 points. We are 11th on 22. And the first highlight comes 6 minutes in, a free kick, and Fedorchenko getting rid of. They have a corner. Chelsea gone one up against Leicester. This ball, Kolevsky swings it in. It's headed clear. Hendrik tidies up. Another free kick. Yamaz to Woodward. 10 minutes on the clock now. Yamaz. Romero. Van de Ven. Doyle. Boldy is out wide. Need to sort him out. Van de Ven gets this ball in. It's gone over everybody. Poro, Woodward. Ball still alive. And they put it away. Kolevsky, playing as that number 10, has got them the lead on 11 minutes. This ball crossed in over the head of everybody. Poro to Woodward. Woodward just picked out his man, really. And Kolevsky, Fedorchenko, I think, unsighted at that point. And the ball away in the top corner. 12 minutes on the clock. Whoever with a throw into O'Grady Mackin. Back to whoever. Crosses it deep. And it's in the back of the net. Scott Twine, 4th goal of the season. And we are level in, well, 2 minutes. They scored on 11 minutes. We've scored on 13. Vicario beaten. What a ball. O'Grady Mackin, a lovely ball across. And Scott Twine met it with definition. 4 minutes coming up to half time. We don't want to go behind again. Kolevsky out to Boldy. Boldy into the area. Fedorchenko is equal to it. And gone for a corner. And we know what they can do from corners. Bournemouth gone one up against Aston Villa. Poro with the corner. Swung in. It's sort of headed clear. Not properly. Back out to Poro. And an offside. And we have survived until half time. But it's been a very dank affair. Kolevsky taking a lead for Tottenham on 11 minutes. 2 minutes later, Scott Twine with a power header from a cross from whoever found Scott Twine. Put it away. 1-1. We've had 2 shots, just the one on target. 0.22. This is very, very worrying. 24% of the possession. But we are playing fairly defensive. They've had 4 shots, 3 on target. 0.58 and 76% of the possession. 1-1 at half time. Is it looking like another draw? And bad news is we have a highlight from kickoff. 45 minutes on the clock, of course. Van de Ven. And always a worry when we get a highlight here. Do we capitulate and give away a goal? Or is something very strange going to happen and we score? I'd like the latter to be the case. But it's ominous we haven't given the ball up yet. Van de Ven. And Doyle. Van de Ven. It's cut out. Sega, Twine. Is it going to be ours? Pedersen, rather. Cross it in. Sega puts it away. It was us that got it. And, well, there you go. We've taken the lead on 46 minutes, boys and girls, straight after half time. Moving up to 10th place. Jumping over Tottenham. Twine through to Pedersen. Pedersen comes forward, crosses in, and Fel Seeger met it, albeit Vicario did get a leg to it, but it went in. Question of offside. I don't think he was. No, he wasn't. Played on. Nearly 60 minutes on the clock. Fedorchenko with the goal kick. And we've lost possession. Romero on the ball. Yilmaz. It's cut out again. Russell Denny this time to a field day, but Russell Denny gives it away, having won the ball. Oh, and Wall is in. Wall gets the equaliser. Question of offside. Flag goes up. Linesman was quite clear. And it's a VAR job. It is disallowed. He is offside. It remains 2-1 And we were lucky there, boys and girls. Yeah, Wiles run to an offside position. And they have a free kick. 63 on the clock. Swung in. Oof, dipping header. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making just one change, O'Grady Macken, who's tiring, he's come off. Billy G moves up into that defensive midfield role. And we have brought on Charlie Olsen in place of O'Grady Macken, who slots into the back three. 71 on the clock. They have a free kick. Romero to Doyle. Doyle nearly cut out, but not cut out that time. But Twine has cut this one out. Gouquet, all he can do is head it on. Romero is there. Not what we wanted to do. Need to hold on to possession, especially in our own half. Yamas. And Endrick is through. Endrick puts it wide. Chance goes begging. And they've made a couple of changes. Endrick looked odds on here, but well wide. Pedersen to G, but the new player, Quintana, he was a bit quicker than G in that midfield role. And try to cut that out. So Quintana, Woodward, he's found the bottom of the net. And they are level now. 77 minutes. And, well, we've struggled to hang on to them. Which is a shame. And who was that? Was marking him, or not marking him? Olsen. Fedorchenko not getting there. And having conceded that goal, 77 minutes on the clock. And we made 3 changes at this junction time. Phil Seeger is off for Wakachu. Scott Twine, who's had another good game, he's off and replaced by Jesse Derry. And Emery Gouquet, he's come off for Stefan Adamson. Fedorchenko with this ball. And again, we want impact off the bench if we can. Adamson fires this one long, but it's well ahead of anybody up front, including Wakachu, Vicario. And we've won that ball back. Joe, still ours. DeBeo, whoever along the line finds Adamson. Adamson inside of Wakachu, but Wakachu, being very lethargic, gives the ball up. That's cut out again by DeBeo. DeBeo to Adamson, who's tackled. Nothing coming of it. Beggang. And, poor ball. Derry's there. Derry out to Pedersen. Pedersen finds Olsen. Olsen, that's a poor ball from Olsen. Oh, my goodness me, and they've scored. And it was Olsen's mistake, and we've lost. His head drops, and well, what a poor ball. Deary me. And Endrick, who missed by a sitter last time, didn't this time. And having conceded the 3rd goal by Tottenham, on the 88th minute, we have made our final change. We have taken off whoever and replaced him with Henry Lawrence. And we need to try and see if we can get back into at least a drawing position. And that mistake by Charlie Olsen has sabotaged our day, and wasn't enough time to recover. When Phil Seeger scored on 46 minutes, we did think we had probably broken the Tottenham balance, and it wasn't to be, unfortunately. And, well, we've lost 3-2. Woodward and Hendrick getting goals after that. They had 16 shots, 8 on target, 1.77 and 75% of the possession. They just held on to the possession most of the game. 25% us. 6 shots, 2 on target, 0.86. It really was not good enough. And a roundup of the goals and the results from the other games today. We've dropped down to 13th place. Leeds United jumping over us, also on 22. There's a 2-point gap then to Southampton 11th. And 4 points clear of us now at Tottenham after that win today. But we are still 6 points clear of Leicester, who are in 18th place, which is rather good news. They lost 2-0 today to Chelsea. Brentford losing 3-1 to Southampton, and West Ham losing 2-0 to Arsenal means that the bottom three stay as they are, and that gap remains as it turns out. Other results, of course, in the Manchester derby. Manchester United beating Manchester City by 2 goals 2-0. League leaders, as we said, beating West Ham 2-0. We've already covered Chelsea. Aston Villa in 4th place. They had a 2-2 draw with Bournemouth. Right, it is 3 days down to the game against Stockport County. It's a 3rd round FA Cup tie. We've played Stockport before. We've played them 4 times before. Only played them at Edgley Park once. 5-1 winners on that occasion. O'Grady, Mack and Adamson, Patterson with a brace, and Daniel Jebson the scorers. Warhurst getting a consolation for Stockport. We've played them 4 times, beaten them 4 times. Can we make that 5 today? Fingers crossed. And so you rejoin us on match day, and I can tell you there's not really any news. Obviously, the transfer market has opened. We're on the 4th of January. We are looking at a couple of players, but more about that in the future once things are a little bit more definite. Break away from the Premier League then, a chance to gain a little bit of confidence in this new formation and see if we can go and get ourselves a win. Let's go and see if we can get through to the 4th round of the FA Cup as we face Stockport County at Edgley Park. And here is the team that will face Stockport County. A few changes and a little bit of a tweak to the formation. Fedorchenko continues in goal. Armitage comes in for the suspended Bayo. In defence, he's ing Olsen and Joe. Lawrence comes in for Pedersen on the left-hand wing-back position. Whoever continues on the right. O'Grady Macken is the defensive midfielder, with Batty playing just in front of him in central midfield, but a bit deeper than that attacking midfield role. Derry is in on the left on attacking. Aponte on the right, with Phil Seeger continuing to lead the attack up front. But his days are numbered, I will say you that, if he doesn't start to score regularly fairly soon. The bench looking like this today. It's Winterbottom, G, Pedersen, Tanner, Patterson, Russell Denny, Scott Twine, Goke and Wakachoo. FA Cup 3rd round. Edgley Park is the place. They've lost 2, 1-1, drawn 2 their last 5. Playing a 5-2-3, something like that. We've lost 2 our last, only won 1 of our last 5. Pretty similar form to Stockport County. And we have a highlight from kickoff. Steger getting us underway, and he's lost the ball, which isn't good news. It's cut out by Olsen, Batty, whoever comes forward. Batty loops one over the top of Ponte, but it's tame in the effort in the end, is what I was trying to say. Miller has the ball in his arms. Highlight is going to continue. He launches one long. Joe underneath it. Batty, nice play. Lawrence through to Derry. Derry through to Sager, but lack of control. Whoever. O'Grady Mackham through to whoever comes into the area, has a shot, puts it away. His first goal of the season. I didn't realise that. And we go 1 up inside the first minute. And that's quite Edgley Park from the word go. Long way to play, though. 59 minutes. Through to whoever. And whoever puts it away. 22 on the clock. Ponte with a free kick. It's headed in just over the top. And I think this is the ensuing goal kick. Walker to Collar. Fired long. Cut out by Batty to Sega. Sega finds Derry. Derry round his man. Derry! All off the post. Oh. And a chance goes begging to make it 2-0. Phil Seeger finds Derry. Derry, deft touch. Beats the goalkeeper, but not the post. 28 minutes on the clock. Free kick. Walker launches a long one. Joe's underneath this, brings it down nicely. Batty. Lawrence out to Derry. Derry crosses it in for Sega. And Phil Sega's 7th goal of the season. And we double our lead on 29 minutes. And as I say, this more of a confidence building exercise, really. Nice one over the top. Derry. Sega diverts it. Diverts it into the back of the net. Sasbo, 30 minutes on the clock. This one crossed in, headed away by Joe to Sega. Sega comes deep, but he's lost the ball. Messing around with it. Sega then tidies up. Whoever clears, but only as far as Sesbo. McCabe. And the goalkeeper pushing it wide. They have a corner. Stewart with the corner. Stewart swings this one in. And Fedorchenko collects. Lawrence with the throw-in. Batty. Oh, Lawrence gives the ball up. And Armitage. It was a poor ball from Armitage. Olsen there in defence. Fires one in, looking for Lawrence. Lawrence crosses it in. And a Ponte gets a goal. But he's offside. It was a lovely move. And really deserved the goal. And I wonder why the flash come up at the bottom with no goal on it. And as you see a Ponte when he's well offside. But it was a good divert into the back of the net. One thing we've been devoid of in this first half is possession. Stockport, we've given them most of the possession. McCabe on the ball now for Stockport. As they look to try and get one back. Shaw through to Stewart. Stewart, he's put it away. Jason Stewart, 9th goal of the season. And Stockport back in it. And their possession has told. It's not all over. It's the FA Cup after all. Stewart threads it through to Stewart. And Fedorchenko going the wrong way. Question of whether he's offside or not. I don't think he was. Ooh, well, it was close. But I think whoever just played him on. 52 on the clock. We have a corner. Ponte with this corner. Swings it deep. It's in. Will Armitage, first goal of the season. In fact, he hasn't played a lot of games, but he scored today. And, well, we take that 2-goal cushion again. 3-1 on 43 minutes. First of 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. Armitage to Olsen from the throw-in, of course. Armitage. Batty. Armitage comes forward. Olsen. Lawrence. Lawrence tried to thread that through and it was poor in the end. Olsen. O'Grady Macken flicks one over the top. But Ponte's there. Cross it in. And it's Phil Seeger, 8th goal of the season. He's got 2. He's on a hat-trick. And we take a 4-1 lead at half-time. 47 minutes on the clock. A Ponte, Seeger, all he had to do is flick it past the goalkeeper. And half-time has arrived. 8 shots, 4 on target, 1.49. Only 40% of the possession, but we have scored 4 goals and had 1 disallowed. And that man of Ponte, 2 assists, one for Armitage from the corner, and one for Phil Seeger. A lovely cross into the box, and the goal that he had ruled out, of course, whoever opening the scoring inside the first minute, Phil Seeger adding to it on 29. They pulled one back on 42, but only held that for 1 minute. Armitage on 43 and Phil Seeger on 47. 4-1 at half time. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target, 0.47, and 60% of the possession. 56 minutes on the clock. Stockport on the attack. McCabe being kept at bay. Evans. This one out to Sasbo. Sasbo. He's going to get this cross in. And it's a goal. Matthew Shaw, the scorer, 6th goal of the season. And Stockport have scored again. And our lead is cut to just 2. Sasbo causing us all sorts of problems out there. Manages to get the cross in. And it was Shaw that headed it in the back of the net. And with nearly 58 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes. One because he's getting tired. The other one because not been playing particularly well. Daniel Batty is off for Reece Russell-Denny. And O'Grady Mackin, who's tiring, had a good game. He's been replaced by Billy G. Reece Russell-Denny with a corner. Near post this time. It's not cleared though. G to Reece Russell-Denny. Cross it deep. And whoever heads it over the top. Free kick inside our own half. 63 on the clock. Joe with the free kick to whoever. Whoever through to Reece Russell-Denny. Russell-Denny creating a bit of space for himself. Had a go and it's come off the post. Armitage with a free kick. 66 on the clock. Out to whoever. Whoever comes marauding forward. Whoever has a shot from distance. It's not far off though. And with 73 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes again because of tiredness. Both players have played reasonably well today. Whoever has come off, he's been replaced by George Tanner, and Joe has come off. We've had a bit of a shuffle with G dropping into the defensive line. Russell-Denny has dropped into the anchor position, but that's probably not his best position actually. So we'll have him as a deep line playmaker or defensive midfielder. I'm not sure which is the best. We'll have him as deep line playmaker on defend, and then we'll switch Patterson. Is his best position as a roaming playmaker. Patterson then is the player that's coming on in place of Joe. He's coming on in midfield as the roaming playmaker, and they are our changes for now. And with 86 minutes on the clock, making our final change, Jesse Derry, who's had a good game out there, he's come off for Emre Goke. We have a corner. I think it will be Reece Russell-Denny to take the corner. Swung in, it's headed away. And Tames is going to get there. We'll need to do some defending. Otherwise, it's going to be squeaky bum for the last few minutes or so. Should have won that ball. It's crossed in. Tanner is there. And Fedorchenko, I thought there was going to be a problem there for a minute. We won the ball back though. Reece Dunley and Patterson. Goodness me. Henderson's in. And he's put it wide, or did Fedorchenko save it? I think Fedorchenko saved it. It's gone for a corner. 88th minute of the game. Kola swings this in. It's not headed away. And it's highlight is finished. Patterson just being too casual. And even at this level, we can't afford that. We are in the third of 4 added on. Goke with the corner. Goke. Back post. Oof. Goalkeeper's made a double save and kept us out. Reece Russell-Denny recycling though. Pulls it back. No, he doesn't. Defender gets there and it's out wide to Fallon. Fallon comes marauding forward. We need to defend here. But Lawrence is equal to it. Let's have a look and see who got this ball coming in. It's Armitage first. Goalkeeper makes the save. Armitage has a second go from the rebound, and the goalkeeper making a second save. It's all over. And, well, we have won through, but it's been a bit topsy-turvy. 4-1 at half-time. Only goal of the second half, Matthew Shaw after 57. We did all the damage in the first half. 24 shots, 11 of which were on target. 3.45 there. Goalkeeper Miller keeping us out. 40% of the possession. They had the bulk of the possession. 12 shots, 5 on target, 1.63 on the old XG. We have a fourth round draw at the start of the next episode. Man of the match, player of the match is Pulla Ponte, who hasn't played a lot. Maybe we should start him. 10 key passes, 3 clear-cut chances, and 2 assists, and 8.5 for him. Others, Phil Seeger getting 2, 8.3 for him. Jesse Derry on a 7.6, and I think that's a 7.6 for Will Armitage as well, who was making a rare appearance. So well done to him. The only person that really did anything off the bench was Russell Denny. Well, a third round tie that we have won. We go through to the fourth round, the draw at the start of the next episode, and we will find out who we face. Quarterfinals we got through to last season, of course. Can we get further than that this season? It's going to be tough, to say the least, but who knows. We're going to come back for the game against Chelsea, currently second in the league, lost 4-1 to them on the opening day of the season. We are at home this time, and then Manchester United, who are currently in third. It's not going to be easy, is it? Yes, we are also at home for that game. We lost 7-0 to Manchester United at Old Trafford early in the season, got trounced by them. We don't want the same to happen again this time round, but yeah, it's going to be a toughie, as they all are. But there is chances on the horizon. West Ham and Sunderland coming up, games that we could potentially win, and we need to take those wins when we get a chance and when they come along, and hope we can get some results against the big boys. That would help in our sort of effort to try and stay in the Premier League for another season and do a bit of fine recruiting, something that we're struggling to do here in the transfer window, to say the least. I hope you can join me for the next episode if you can. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, though, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top, and of course the other series, Going Dutch, which is getting very exciting, really getting towards the end of that series now, but it will keep you up to date when those are released. And of course, new episodes, Bottom to the Top, should be released every Thursday. Apologies for the hiccuping way that we've missed at the moment. There's been a lot going on, I have to say, this end. Hopefully we're back on track over the next week or so. Best way of keeping up to date, though, of what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you very much for watching. Hope that you will join me for the next one. It'll be episode 134. Until then, have yourselves a good time. Bye-bye.